tell me about a story the last time that you were frustrated with body issues.
Like, body issues in general, or
Yeah.
body issues, like my body issues?
Like your body issues.
Okay. So, I have a good one. Okay, so
Cool.
over the summer, I was gonna rush, so I was, like, planning all my outfits at home in my closet, and then, I was just kind of, like, going through my closet, like, taking out everything and, like, figuring out what I wanted to wear, and I put on, like, a tiny little mini skirt and, like, a tank top, and I was like, oh, like, this would probably work for day 1 or 2 or something, and I was kind of like, oh, let me just go show my mom. And I walk out of my room and I'm like, Mom, can you come look at this? And she's like, Hallie, like, you're so gorgeous. Like, you know, you're so beautiful. Like, I'm so, like, proud of you. But, like, have you ever tried to suck in your tummy? And when she said that, I was kind of just like,
Oh my
are you
God.
kidding me?
That's insane.
Like, yeah, I was just kind of taken aback. Not that, like, I wasn't mad. I was just kind of like, what are you talking about? Like, you're my mom. You're supposed to be enforcing, like, my self-confidence and my ability to, like, love my body. But if you're picking out these issues that you see with me, clearly I'm gonna, like, prioritize them too.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
It was then.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
This was, like, a month and a half ago.
Okay. And what was, like, the hardest part about it?
I guess just kind of, like, hearing from my mom, who's, like, the person that I probably trust her opinion the most in this world. And I know she wasn't saying that in any sort of malicious way. And I know she was only, like, saying that out of, like, my best interest. But just hearing that from her, like, it was just difficult. Like, I didn't know that was, like, how she felt. And we had, like, a bunch of conversations following that one where I was like, Mom, like, I know you really, like, meant the best, but, like, think about the words that you're saying. Think about the fact that I'm a 19-year-old girl in college. Like, how do you think, like, you telling me that will make me feel? And she kind of, like, clarified, like, that, I don't know. She was just trying to, like, justify it, but I couldn't really think about her reasoning. I was just kind of, like, so taken aback. I don't know.
Okay. How do you deal with that now? Like, the body issue stuff?
Honestly, I feel like on a day-to-day basis, I'm a pretty confident person. Like, I've never really obviously I have, like, insecurities about my body. I feel like every girl does, but I try to not let them bother me. I would say that it's definitely difficult, like, when I go clothes shopping or, like, when I'm getting ready to go out or something, just to, like, look at myself in the mirror and, like, totally feel confident in, like, how I look. And, like, I think that's pretty normal, but, like, for the most part, I don't let it bother me.
Okay. Can you talk about another time when you had really bad body issues?
Yeah. Let me think. Okay. So I guess, like, going back, like, years, I feel like my self-image and my self-confidence was probably at the lowest, like, in middle school, because that was, like, when I was going through puberty and all, like, my hormones were changing. And I feel like I looked at myself in a really, like, negative light, constantly picking out, like, the flaws that I saw with myself that I, looking back now, know that nobody else really noticed or even, like, ever thought about. And I feel like since being, like, 12, 13 years old, I feel like I've really grown a lot. Like, that wasn't one specific memory, but I just remember feeling, like, very self-conscious and self-aware of what I, like, thought my body looked like.
So going from your middle school days, how did you, like, I guess, like, not, or how did you gain so much more confidence compared to your middle school days? Like, what did you do?
Okay, let me think. So I don't think there was really like one specific like moment or like event that really like sparked that change, but I think just like growing as a person and like getting older, I kind of realized that it like I was gonna be the most happy if I was confident with myself. And I feel like confidence really comes from like making yourself happy, and like I also feel like I got very conscientious about like the foods that I was eating and like what I was putting into my body. Like I realized that what I was putting into my body really like reiterated how I felt. And so like taking like my like it kind of just like worked naturally. Like I ate the foods that made my body feel really good, and I feel like over time I kind of like my body changed, and I kind of like I don't know, I just like looked at myself in a more, I don't know, in a better light. I would also say that since my little brother was like diagnosed with type 1 diabetes like 2.5 years ago, my family as a whole just like our diet completely changed, and we were eating like a lot more like plant-based and like whole foods that were like high in protein, and just like minor changes that nobody really noticed were contributing to overall like feeling poorly on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, since then I feel like if I eat something like gross, I know my body will just like feel so bad afterwards. So I really try to take that into consideration when I'm cooking and when I'm like choosing what I'm eating.
Okay.
Sorry, that was kind of all over the place.
No, you're good. Why are body issues like not awesome?
Not awesome. I don't know. I feel like everybody has like little things that they wish they could fix or change about themselves. But I would say that those physical issues aren't the problem. Like they're coming from a deeper place of like insecurity and just like maybe being unhappy or like going through a rough time. I feel like I don't know, obviously like those issues are like not going to be solved overnight, and to make a change and to like feel better about yourself, like you really have to like be aware of what's going on with you in your life before anything like positive, before you'll see yourself in a way that's more positive.
When you got to college, how did your body issues / confidence come into play?
I guess going into college, especially here at Cal Poly, the food options aren't the greatest. So I feel like I really like placed like what I was eating and like how I was feeling about my body last. I would like work out and I was walking everywhere because I didn't have my car, but I wasn't eating things that were like gonna make me feel good at all, and I was kind of just like living off of coffee and like just foods that like I wouldn't normally eat. And also living in like such close proximity with so many other people, I was constantly getting sick, and like when you're sick you don't want to like go out and get food, you just like make like a cup of noodles in your dorm or something and like try and sleep it off. But I don't know, it's definitely placed last. But since moving into my apartment, it's definitely like a lot easier to work on myself.
Okay. And then what emotions do you think that you like had when you were going through all your body issues stuff?
Like when I was younger?
Yeah.
I think I was just in a very negative place. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't really remember like exactly how I felt, but I know that my relationships were not good. Like with my family, me and my mom were constantly fighting when I was like a tween. I like was just irritable all the time, and like I feel like I'm a much happier person now.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, was that enough?
That was